What is it? Alright, so I could do this. This is like, you know, I wanted to do more like content on Islam and stuff, and you know, that region. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to trigger the algorithm. I was like, dang, man. Unfortunately, due to what is going on, and you know, the whole issue between, you know, a certain Hebrew place and the United States and a certain country I will not name, I decided to refrain from doing any kind of type of content because the YouTube algorithm might be sensitive to anything and to that type of stuff, unfortunately. So, but I saw this and I was like, I probably could do this. I don't know what I'm watching. Whoa, 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 what the hell? What am I reading? What am I? ذلك فأولئك هم العادون والذين هم لأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون والذين هم على صلواتهم يحافظون أولئك هم الوارثون الذين يرثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون الذين يرثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين ثم جعلناه نطفة في قرار مكين. Bro, what am I? What? خلقنا النطفة علقة. What is it? مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما. Oh my gosh! العظام لحما. Demonetized. خلقا آخر ثم أنشأناه خلقا. Oh my gosh! فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين ثم إنكم بعد ذلك لميتون ثم إنكم يوم القيامة تبعثون ولقد خلقنا فوقكم 7 طرائق وما كنا عن الخلق غافلين وأنزلنا من السماء ماء بقدر فأسكناه في الأرض وإنا على ذهاب به لقادرون فأنشأنا لكم به جنات من نخيل وأعناب لكم فيها فواكه كثيرة ومنها تأكلون وشجرة تخرج من طور سيناء تنبت بالدهن وصبغ للآكلين. Yeah, bro, you gotta take a break. Yeah, bro. تخرج من طور سيناء تنبت بالدهن وصبغ. My man is going crazy on this. وإن لكم في الأنعام لعبرة نسقيكم مما في بطونها ولكم فيها منافع كثيرة ومنها تأكلون وعليها وعلى الفلك تحملون ولقد أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه فقال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره أفلا تتقون فقال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه ما هذا إلا بشر مثلكم يريد أن يتفضل عليكم ولو شاء الله لأنزل ملائكة ما سمعنا بهذا في آبائنا الأولين إن هو إلا رجل به جنة فتربصوا به حتى حين قال رب انصرني بما كذبون فأوحينا إليه أن اصنع الفلك بأعيننا ووحينا
اصنع الفلك بأعيننا ووحينا فإذا جاء أمرنا وفاردت النور فاسلك فيها من كل زوجين اثنين وأهلك إلا من سبق عليه القول منهم ولا تخاطبني في الذين ظلموا إنهم مغرقون فإذا استويت أنت ومن معك على الفلك فقل الحمد لله الذي نجانا من القوم الظالمين وقل رب أنزلني منزلا مباركا وأنت خير المنزلين إن في ذلك لآيات وإن كنا.
What do I even say to this? I mean, this is just nothing but factual statements. You know, that's the one thing about the Quran. Like, and I'll always say this to the day that I die. I really don't understand this, like, beef between, like, the Abrahamic religions and... Like, I don't understand why people, like, beef with each other. Because I'm just like, bro... At the end of the day, you still believe in God, and it's just that you just have a different opinion on certain aspects of believing in God. But at the end of the day, that, like, the whole idea is just to believe in God. So whenever I see these, like, people in these Abrahamic faiths beefing with each other, it's so pointless. I just view them as, like, brothers. Really and truly, because really and truly, it is. It's like basically brother faiths, right? You know, siblings. They come from like one parent, right? And then, you know, they share a lot, right? But you know, they have their own uniqueness, right? That's unique to them, right? They're not the exact same, but it's like, bro, like that's how I view this, bro. Freaking, I don't understand. Like this beef going on with it's so ridiculous, because you know I'm like reading this stuff here and I'm like, yeah, I agree 100%, bro. And you know, this is why, you know, I said that definitely, like, I would read the, not even would, but when I get the chance, like, I will read the Quran in English translation. Because it's like, why would you not do that? And it's still fun to see people's perspectives on the other side. Not only that, but it's also fun whenever I see like connections between the two faiths. It's like, you know, Muslims and Christians, you know, I don't really see people doing that. You know what I mean? Like, people, they will just look at the differences. But like, that's normal and human to have differences, bro, and have different ways of interpreting things. What I look at is the similarities and the shared traits and whatnot between the two. Nobody looks at that. People just look at the fact, oh my gosh, they believe in Jesus in one way. We believe Jesus in another way. Blah, 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 blah. Wah, wah. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Like, really and truly, it is not a big deal. I said this once before. I'll say it again here. Because the whole, like, Jesus gambit, right? At the end of the day, it's all just going back to believing in God. Like, it's all just going back to believing in God. It's just that you just have a different way of believing in the same exact God, bro. Like, bruh. Like, Jesus is not the main thing anyways. Now, yes, in Christianity, yes, he is kind of like, I say kind of, because yes, people believe that, like, okay, Jesus is God and whatnot. But I already talked about how people misinterpret that. Because in Christianity, it's like, yes, Jesus is a big deal. I mean, the religion is named after the guy. But however, at the end of the day, he's still under God. He's still under God. At the end of the day, he still goes back to God. It all leads back to God. Like, do you believe in God? Yes or no? Golly. Now, fortunately enough, I am able to give more better reactions right now because my teeth is freaking not hurting the living hell out of me right now. So I can actually like be more authentic, which is why I decided to not record this video. Actually, I was like, ooh, now's the perfect time. Let's continue.
مبتلين وقل رب أنزلني منزلا مباركا وأنت خير المنزلين إن في ذلك لآيات وإن كنا لمبتلين ثم أنشأنا من بعدهم قرنا آخرين فأرسلنا فيهم رسولا منهم أن اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره أفلا تتقون وقال الملأ من قومه الذين كفروا وكذبوا بلقاء الآخرة وأترفناهم في الحياة الدنيا ما هذا إلا بشر مثلكم يأكل مما تأكلون منه ويشرب مما تشربون ولئن أطعتم بشرا مثلكم إنكم إذا لخاسرون أيعدكم أنكم إذا متم وكنتم ترابا وعظاما أنكم مخرجون هيهات لما توعدون إن هي إلا حياتنا الدنيا نموت ونحيا وما نحن بمبعوثين إن هو إلا رجل افترى على الله كذبا وما نحن له بمؤمنين قال رب انصرني بما كذبون قال عما قليل ليصبحن نادمين فأخذتهم الصيحة بالحق فجعلناهم غثاء فبعدا للقوم الظالمين ثم أنشأنا من بعدهم قرونا آخرين ما تسبق من أمة أجلها وما يستأخرون ثم أرسلنا رسلنا تترى كلما جاء أمة رسولها كذبوه فأتبعنا بعضهم بعضا وجعلناهم أحاديث فبعدا لقوم لا يؤمنون ثم أرسلنا موسى وأخاه هارون بآياتنا وسلطان مبين إلى فرعون وملئه فاستكبروا وكانوا قوما عالين فقالوا أنؤمن لبشرين مثلنا وقومهما لنا عابدون فكذبوهما فكانوا من المهلكين ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب لعلهم يهتدون وجعلنا ابن مريم وأمه آية وآويناهما إلى ربوة ذات قرار ومعين يا أيها الرسل كلوا من الطيبات واعملوا صالحا إني بما تعملون عليم وإن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة وأنا ربكم فاتقون يا أيها الرسل كلوا من الطيبات واعملوا صالحا إني بما تعملون عليم وإن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة.
It is scary how people do not fear God. It's scary, bro. No pun intended. Quick note here. A lot of people, non-believers, like to say, why would you need to fear God? The same way how you should be fearing your parents. Like, I swear, these people, these like non-believers who like bring up that statement. Oh, if God is such a loving God, if God is like all this, all that, all the next that he claims to be, why should you fear him? Simple. Because look at human nature. You do too much for a person, they're gonna take advantage of you. They're gonna think that you're a pushover. A lot of people, I would say most people are like that. So, you know, this is why God is always like, bro, you gotta fear me, bro. It's like God's way of saying, like, don't try me. Oh, gosh, man. And I mean, we all know, like, bro, the things that God has done. Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh, my gosh, bro. That's like, if people genuinely had more fear in God, had like, you would not be seeing this epidemic of really bad people. Because I believe that there's not even an epidemic, but a pandemic of bad people. Like, people have really gotten bad. Nobody cares about each other. People just throwing people under the bus. People just doing really bad things towards each other. I could go on and on. I mean, I talk about this a lot, actually, in my other Islam videos. But it's like, if people really feared God a lot more, you would not be seeing this, bro. And that's the problem, is people don't really, like... You see, even if you're a non-believer... This is why I can never understand people who are non-believers. Because... you're telling me that non-believer logic is, okay, I don't believe in God, so I'm not going to adhere to anything that the Bible or whatever is telling me, right? Cool, great. So you, like, nothing hasn't come across your mind of, what if when I do die, it turns out that there isn't, like there is a God, right? Well, look at what you've just done. Now, you willfully put yourself in a situation that you easily could have avoided had you just sat down and thought to yourself, okay, maybe I should follow the laws of God, you know, so that when I do die, right? You know, if it turns out that there is no God, okay, cool, great, whatever, who cares? But, like, you know, if there is a God, you know, I'm not, like, screwed, right? Because really and truly, you're taking a risk. And that's what faith is all about. Like, the Bible always stresses, like, faith. But really and truly, faith is kind of like taking a risk. It's like, yeah, I'm risking it all to believe that God exists. But honestly, even then, you're not even risking anything. Because if God doesn't exist, I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just talking generally. Before people come in with blasted comments and say that, oh my God, did you say that good? He doesn't. No, I'm like talking from a general perspective here. Like, 100% believe that he does exist. 100%. I'm just saying, like, what if he doesn't? Then it's like, okay, well, cool. That's it. Like, okay, great. That's it. But there's like more than enough proof that God exists, honestly. But I'm not going to talk about that here. I'm just saying, like, people really need to fear God more. Not only that, but like I said before, my cousin, if you watch my Muslim reactions a lot, my cousin, like, she saw heaven. She almost died of malaria. For all the new people, some of you, if you binge watching, you know this story. I'm not gonna repeat this story in full, but long story short, like, yeah, she saw heaven. You already know this story if you watched before, but I'll probably repeat the story later on when I have like more people watch me. But yeah, it's a great story because I personally know someone who did like see all that, bruh. So like, she saw the other side. She saw the other side, bruh. Golly. It's like Let's continue.
وأنا ربكم فاتقون فتقطعوا أمرهم بينهم زبرا كل حزب بما لديهم فرحون فذرهم في غمرتهم حتى حين أيحسبون أن ما نمدهم به من مال وبنين فذرهم في غمرتهم حتى حين أيحسبون أن ما نمدهم به من مال وبنين نسارع لهم في الخيرات بل لا يشعرون إن الذين هم من خشية ربهم مشفقون والذين هم بآيات ربهم يؤمنون والذين هم بربهم لا يشركون والذين يؤتون ما آتوا وقلوبهم وجلة أنهم إلى ربهم راجعون أولئك يسارعون في الخيرات وهم لها سابقون ولا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها ولدينا كتاب ينطق بالحق وهم لا يظلمون بل قلوبهم في غمرة من هذا ولهم أعمال من دون ذلك هم لها عاملون حتى إذا أخذنا مترفيهم بالعذاب إذا هم يجأرون لا تجأروا اليوم إنكم منا لا تنصرون قد كانت آياتي تتلى عليكم فكنتم على أعقابكم تنكصون قد كانت آياتي تتلى عليكم فكنتم على أعقابكم تنكصون مستكبرين به سامرا تهجرون أفلم يدبروا القول أم جاءهم ما لم يأت آباءهم الأولين أم لم يعرفوا رسولهم فهم له منكرون أم يقولون به جنة بل جاءهم بالحق وأكثرهم للحق كارهون ولو اتبع الحق أهواءهم لفسدت السماوات والأرض ومن فيهن بل أتيناهم بذكرهم فهم عن ذكرهم معرضون أم تسألهم خرجا فخراج ربك خير وهو خير الرازقين وإنك لتدعوهم إلى صراط مستقيم وإن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة عن الصراط لناكبون ولو رحمناهم وكشفنا ما بهم من ضر للجوا في طغيانهم يعمهون ولقد أخذناهم بالعذاب فما استكانوا لربهم وما يتضرعون حتى إذا فتحنا عليهم بابا ذا عذاب شديد إذا هم فيه مبلسون وهو الذي أنشأ لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون وهو الذي ذرأكم في الأرض وإليه تحشرون وهو الذي يحيي ويميت وله اختلاف الليل والنهار أفلا تعقلون بل قالوا مثل ما قال الأولون قالوا أئذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أئنا.
Alright, I'm gonna pause here. So he's talking about night and day. Okay, this reminds me of like this YouTube short that I saw recently, right? Where it was like one of these like TV shows where the kid is like a genius or whatever. And you know, it's all like, science, bro. Science, bro. But long story short, right? Kid was showing a clip where the pastor was like, God says, let there be light. And there was light. Then the kid was like, oh, all smart mom. But like, how can you do that when the sun is like blah, 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 made from blah, 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 blah. I don't really want to go into the details of all that. Long story short, problem that I see a lot of people who question this stuff, they feel like they need to know every little detail about how the universe works. Like they feel entitled that yes, God must tell them like, yes, you need to tell me how all of this stuff works, or it makes no sense to believe in you. And do you know the problem with that logic? And it's hilarious because look at the human body. Look at the human body, right? Hundreds of years, people didn't know how the hell the human body worked or why it worked the way it did, right? But it was still working. There was still a process, but it wasn't explained to us. Back during caveman times, they didn't know what the hell a kidney was doing, or a heart, or a brain. Really? I mean, hell no, bro. A lot of things about the human body, for a long time, we didn't know what the hell it was doing, but it was still doing it. There was still a process going on, right? But nobody didn't know. Like, with that logic of, oh, I need to know everything about the universe. God needs to tell me everything about the universe and how it works. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense that he exists. With that logic, it's like, it doesn't make sense for humans to exist, because there was really and truly like no explanation for a long time on how the human body works, or the way how the human body works just doesn't make any sense because there wasn't an explanation. But you might be saying, oh, but we have the explanations now. Yeah, now. Who's to say that God can't go and reveal the information about how all this stuff works now if he wanted to? The point of the matter is, just because you don't know something doesn't mean that it's automatically disqualified. Like, this is such a big logical fallacy that I see a lot of non-believers, like, and they always treat it as such a gotcha moment. Oh my God. And it's funny because if you read both the Quran and the Bible too, I mean, I've done reactions on this. They both even actually like go into a bit of details on like, yeah, one, there's a universe out there. Two, there's like stars and stuff. Like, it even actually like throws in a bit of like, I like to say Easter eggs, like information that really isn't really relevant, because I even talked about this before. We're on Earth as a social experiment in layman's terms. Why the hell do you need to care about how the hell the universe is created? How the heck is that going to help you get into heaven or Jannah if you're a Muslim? Right? It's unnecessary. Bruh, like, people just overcomplicate God, bro. It's like people really overcomplicate God so much. It's truly something, bro. it's
إنا لمبعوثون لقد وعدنا نحن وآباؤنا هذا من قبل إن هذا إلا أساطير الأولين قل لمن الأرض ومن فيها إن كنتم تعلمون سيقولون لله قل أفلا تذكرون قل من رب السماوات السبع ورب العرش العظيم سيقولون لله قل أفلا تتقون قل من بيده ملكوت كل شيء وهو يجير ولا يجار عليه إن كنتم تعلمون سيقولون لله فقل أنى تسحرون قل لمن الأرض ومن فيها إن كنتم تعلمون سيقولون لله قل أفلا تذكرون قل من رب السماوات السبع ورب العرش العظيم سيقولون لله قل أفلا تتقون قل من بيده ملكوت كل شيء وهو يجير ولا يجار عليه إن كنتم تعلمون سيقولون لله قل فأنى تسحرون بل أتيناهم بالحق وإنهم لكاذبون ما اتخذ الله من ولد وما كان معه من إله إذا لذهب كل إله بما خلق ولعلى بعضهم على بعض سبحان الله عما يصفون عالم الغيب والشهادة فتعالى عما يشركون قل رب إما تريني ما يوعدون رب فلا تجعلني في القوم الظالمين وإنا على أن نريك ما نعدهم لقادرون ادفع بالتي هي أحسن السيئة نحن أعلم بما يصفون همزات الشياطين وأعوذ يحضرون إذا جاء أحدهم الموت قال
Imagine being able
حتى إذا فيما تركت كلا
You know, it's like Noah in the ark. Noah was telling these people for the longest blooming time, bro, you like there's gonna be a big flood. There's gonna be a big flood. Ain't nobody listening to this man. Then when it came, save us, save us, save us. Save us. So much so that God had to make sure, because God knew that Noah would have tried and save them, but God was like, yeah, nah, I gotta get rid of these bad products. Yo. Oh, God is so real. God is such a real person. When you like look at his personality, like, yo, like no the art, bro. When that man just was like, yeah, they gotta go, yo. That's so real, bro. Oh my gosh, I need him to hurry up and freaking cleanse this freaking earth already, because ugh, it's so bad, man. Like it sucks because freaking time is slow here. Time is slow in this freaking dimension, right? So, you know, what seems long to us is short for them. So of course it seems like forever, but it's probably like freaking you know, it's funny because there is no time in heaven. There is no time in heaven, but time is weird as hell. Even like science confirms this, like time is different everywhere. So it is like, bro, you can't even. This is what, again, whenever I see non-believers talk about, ah! These people keep on saying that the end times is gonna come any minute now, and the end times has not come. I'm like, yeah, because nobody knows when it's gonna happen, and it's stupid to even try and predict when it's gonna happen because time is so different in literally every dimension. Even your little science confirms this, bruh. Like, this is why I'm like, yeah, no. It is physically impossible to try and predict when God is gonna come. It's physically impossible.
ومن
Uh-oh, demonetize. Oh my god, Preston Stewart. Oh my god, I cannot believe people watch that guy. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Freaking whatever. I forgot what I was gonna say because I saw that freaking stupid YouTube channel. Yeah, if you got any videos like this, comment it in the comments below. Eventually I will get to it and react to it. Yeah, check out my other videos like this on my channel. I have a lot. Thank you for watching and goodbye.